Hey guys, in today's video, we're going to go over Google My Business is dead, or is it? Google My Business is dead. Google My Business is dead. So I'm sure, like many of you, I have been hearing just as well from a lot of the talking heads when it comes to SEO that Google My Business is dead, and that they're rolling out, if you will, Google Business Profile, and Google My Business is going away. You got all these new features coming out, such as call tracking and messaging and a bunch of other things. This right here alone proves to me that these people do not, or ignorantly don't know what they're talking about, because many of these features that they're talking about is rolling out, has already been out, has been in use, has been already been used by many of us that are actually in the local SEO world, actually in the trenches doing it. And we're going to be going over those features today. First off, I want you to actually go through the actual article where we're talking about this, where Google made the update to the Google Business, or if you will, from Google My Business to the Google Business Profile. Okay, this is the actual article in which Google talks about it. They're essentially trying to make it easier to complete a verification and make edits, because what they've been finding is business owners, for the most part, are not going in and making the edits and changes to their businesses, such as the hours they open or close, stuff, different things like that. They're wanting to take it away from having to go into an app or having to go into a back end, so where you can essentially do it straight from the search or from maps. And we were going to go over that and show you some of this stuff. But I'm going to put this link in the description of the video. If you haven't read it, make sure to read it. That is essentially what it is, all right? They're going to be transitioning to help multiple businesses in the back end, or what we call the, if you will, the platform in the back end. That's going to be mainly for people like myself that manage multiple GMBs or multiple profiles. But it is going to Google, Google Business Profile, away from Google My Business. But essentially what it means is, for example, let's take, for example, this one right here. This is a profile we manage, and it's essentially wanting, if I go in here and I look for my profile on the search, where I can literally edit my profile straight from here. If I click edit, it will open it up, and I can actually edit my business information and everything straight from the actual search. I can edit my hours. I can showcase products straight from here without ever having to go into the back end. Some really cool things. If I want to do promotions, I can do advertising, add photos, ask for reviews, get my share link form, everything straight from here without having to go into the back end. The back end, or the dashboard, what we normally would see would be this. So now we're going to be able to do it straight from here, add updates, things of that nature, create offers, add photos, everything straight from the back, straight from the Google search or maps. Add is missing information, edit my business information, add an appointment link. All this stuff we can do straight from here. Add an update straight from here. So essentially what they're trying to do is make it easier to manage. They're not trying to make it harder, because what they found is, for the most part, most business owners do not actually go in and update their information. But what it almost seems like is a lot of the talking heads want to say, oh my God, it's the apocalypse. Google My Business is going away. We're all going to hell in a handbasket. Craziness and stuff like that. In reality, it's not. Google My Business is just trying to make it easier on business owners to manage their business profiles straight from Google search without having to go in. And I'm actually kind of looking forward to this. It's pretty cool. You can create ads, respond to messages, call tracking. One of the features they say they're rolling out has been rolled out for a while. Okay, call tracking's been available in US and Canada for a while. You can also get a custom email over here if you click the little arrows or navigation. Create ads if you want. You can respond to messages straight from here. Make sure your messengers turn on. All these features were actually already on the back end. Right, they're already there. If you went into the back end of the dashboard back here underneath your profiles, you would have already seen them, and they're already there, right? It wasn't like it was something brand spanking new. Is this something that's already been there? So, for example, in messages here, I can actually respond to messages, etc., straight from here as the business owner and everything. So lots of cool features. You can keep business, keep them up to date. Is it open or closed, temporarily closed, etc., stuff like that. All that straight from search now. So Google My Business is not dead. It is just changing names. If you actually look at the Google announcement, essentially changing the names from Google My Business to Google Business Profile. See, it even says we also announced we're simplifying our naming and moving from Google My Business to Google Business Profile. So don't believe all the hearsay you hear from other people. If you want to know about updates and stuff that are going on, make sure to subscribe and like this channel and stay up to date. We always like to keep you guys up to date. So I hope this was informative for you today, and you have a great day. And as always, make sure to subscribe and like the channel.
I have so many SEOs that hate me and say that I'm still in their methods. They bitch and they cry, labeling me SEO Black Hat. I was a nobody, now I'm at the top. Most wanted, most loved, bad business owners, and hated by most SEO.